Hey y'all, it's your boy Diggity Dane Sampson. I still don't know where to look at in this camera. This is new. It's a first. We're checking things off the bucket list items. So I am here with JB Lamash. How are you,
Yeah,
sir?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm blessed. You
Yeah,
dig. What's happening,
you
dog?
look fresh to death, man. You
Thank
always
you.
do.
Oh, there's some little shit I threw on, man.
Yeah,
I'm about to be on camera. Let me find a little sweater.
I feel you.
You know what I'm
As you can
saying?
see in my background, I didn't even pick up the floor. Yeah.
There's so
No,
much shit around
this
me.
is
There's
real
this
life.
picture.
This is real life.
Yeah, this
This
is
is real life.
literally
So
live from the bedroom.
yeah, man. So how are things? You just had celebrated one of your kids' birthdays, correct?
Yeah. My little baby girl, she turned 5 on
5.
the yeah. It's
Wow. So is
crazy.
she in
It's crazy.
kindergarten or first grade?
Yeah. She in kindergarten. She started back in August. I cried first day. Got me. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it, bro. I was literally like, I was trolling like leading up to it. I was just like, oh, my big baby, she about to go
Yeah.
to and all this other stuff. And then I had to do drop off.
Yeah.
And the thing they don't tell you is that you don't get to take them to the classroom.
No, it's
I
drop
didn't know
off.
that. Yeah,
You just
it's
like getting out the
drop off
car and
for
shit. They're like, "What
real.
you doing?"
Yeah, literally. Like I like walked like park walked up to the door. They're like, yeah, we'll take her from here. And I was like, oh shit.
You gonna go cry in the
It was
car. You gonna
kind
go
of
cry in the
sudden.
car.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
wait
was
till
like,
the
okay,
first.
baby.
Wait till they get to that point where like normally it's like, "All right, bye, dad." Wait till that day. She's like, "All right, nah,
Yeah, like don't
dad,
even
stay in
give a
the
damn.
car."
Yeah, like,
You know what I
oh,
mean?
you're embarrassing me.
Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
yeah,
And
nah.
that's you have a long way to go. My baby is senior in high school, so like
I can't. I'll throw up. I'll throw
yeah,
up.
and honestly, like enjoy them at this age, man. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like they stay lovely. I mean, they're kids. If you're a good parent and you're involved, you'll still maintain that relationship. But when they start to
Right.
get like their own friends and their own like you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like dad,
yeah.
no. Even though they got
Yeah.
a really cool dad, you're never gonna be that cool for
Right.
them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm still gonna be no, but it's funny because like me and my lady, we fried. Like we're fried. We play all day. We do. We're just like we're quirky, kind of.
Yeah.
We troll our kids, and my daughter is like already like, you guys are weird.
Yeah.
like
Well, and
she's
I think you got that because like the last time we talked, unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties. But I'm kind of glad we got to do that. Because
right.
whenever I get a chance to like actually, because I interview, like I might know your online persona or whatever, but a lot, I would say half the interviews I do are with strangers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not I know who they are, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like we don't like know each
Just
other
a little
like
report.
personally.
Do you think you have that because something you mentioned? You are known for your little brother energy.
Yes, exactly, and that's what it is. Like I've said, like pray for my daughter because she
Hmm.
is at one point was a only child, but now she's a big sister,
Yeah.
and her father is a little brother
Right.
by nature.
Yeah.
So like that little brother energy,
Oh man.
she's still like I annoy her all the time. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just fuck with her.
yeah.
Like
My
I
sister
troll and
calls it
stuff.
golden retriever energy.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah, very friendly.
exactly.
But we
So
still bite when we need to. You know what I'm saying?
no, you're still a dog. You're still
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dog.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just the most popular one.
Right, yeah.
So I saw something you did recently, man. I love it when you put work out. I'm still newer to
Right.
you and stuff. This, I've seen you like live, I think once or twice, but like, I would always see you do these performances like you did the tiny desk a couple years ago, which
Mhm.
was amazing. I hope you continue to do that, but then you just did
Right.
something similar at the museum. Was it the art museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, how
So,
does one even go about walk me through that? First of all, how did obviously you have the idea, how do you bring that
right.
to fruition? You just call them, somebody, like what's up, what's the sauce?
So that whole setup was by my homie David Chimaruso.
Hmm.
He's a videographer here, photographer. He's here currently right now, but he moved back to Zimbabwe. He's from Zimbabwe,
Okay.
and me and him kind of met in like the early stages of the hip hop music scene. He would
Hmm.
always be out at shows, taking pictures and stuff like that. And so in 2021, either 2021 or 2022, me and my guy Ronan, we did a song with Mick Jenkins.
Hmm.
We were able to get a Mick Jenkins feature. and we played it for David because he's a big Mick Jenkins fan. And David had a connection at the museum, and he was like, "This song sounds like it should be in the museum. Like we should try and shoot it at the Cincinnati Art
As
Museum." And I
in,
was
and like, did you ask him for context? Like, did you mean I made a timeless song, or
yeah,
you know
nah,
what I mean? Like,
I kind of like understood it because it has a certain like feel, like it has just
mhm.
like this kind of like profound, like almost like it sounds like some shit that should be in a museum. Like it just yeah, I don't know. Just I kind of understood what he meant. I was like, all right, if you
Yeah,
can
I'm
pull it
with it.
off, like yeah, let's fucking
Yeah,
do it. And he has like a
I'll
bunch of
hop on my
connections in the
Magna
city.
Carta. You know?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Please, I would love to. Like, I would love to, but I didn't. Like, I kind of like he said it, and it kind of was just like, all right, like, yeah, if you can do it, go ahead, do it. And then he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I got the art museum.
I don't know how
Like,
I
I got
did
the
it,
art
but I
museum.
did it,
Like,
and it was hard.
yeah, you feel me? So we shot a music video in the art museum, and it was fire. And then last December, he literally hit me up. I think a day or two before, and was
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm about to leave, but I want to do another thing in the art museum.
Hmm.
Like, do you want to come perform? And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, bet.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing shit in 2 days. Like, bet. So,
Yeah.
uh, so yeah, we kind of, I still didn't really understand. Like, at first, I thought it was a performance. Like,
Mm.
I thought it was going to be like, people there and
Nah.
everything. And then, like, we showed up, and it was the same lady who was like a liaison for the video shoot 2 years before.
Hmm.
Katie, she's dope as hell. Shout out to Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Like, we have like a relationship now. Like,
Oh,
and no, not like that, but
I
like a
didn't take it
friendship.
there.
Like,
I didn't make it weird. You
oh,
made it
and that was
weird. I just said,
now I
oh.
wasn't looking, so I just heard like, oh, like I was like, nah,
Wow.
but yeah, like she like took us up there and literally had like a whole room set up, and yeah, we did fire, and it's gonna be dropping this month. So he was it was just like the teaser that he
Yeah.
put out, but it's gonna be dropping. Yeah, it's pretty much it's almost like a Tiny Desk, but without the
Yeah.
band.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's dope as hell.
Man, I've been trying to coach people now. I mean, kudos to you because they're like,
Mm.
in Cincinnati, and especially if you know where to look, there's a lot of people doing a lot of things, but you seem to be one of those ones that constantly are doing firsts or originals or something that no one else is
Mm.
doing. Like
Yeah,
people could be dropping every month. They'd be like, I
right.
got it. Then here comes JB's ass.
Hey,
Skipping
I
up like
like it like that.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's how you
Mhm.
stay innovative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you introduced me to the funk.
Mhm.
I love those first two albums. This was called Faux Wings, correct?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Faux wings, faux wings.
so is faux short for the funk?
So nah, it's supposed to be four, but it's a
Four
play
wings.
on
Okay, all
yeah,
right. That's why I'm
four,
asking. Because
four. Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought it was that, but I was like, but he spells funk like
yeah.
this.
Funk,
So I was like,
yeah.
all right, just give me faux
So even
wings.
like the faux, it's a play on a nickname that I made for myself because that's what my name is.
Hmm.
Like I call myself Funk Daddy Faux Stacks. So I've had a lot of songs called like I've got a song called Faux Stacks Back. I'll say
Yeah.
like Funk
Did you
Papa
shoot
Mr.
that at
Showstopper.
Wendy's? Because I feel like that's a missed opportunity for the
No,
funk fella.
but that's ooh, I didn't even think about
Yeah, you're
that. That's
welcome. Go
yeah, I'm
ahead.
like fuck it. That reminds me. One time, my homie was at my house and posted, like my mom's house, and posted a picture of me as a baby,
Hmm.
and I had and have a big ass forehead. And Jay Hill commented like he got a Wendy's faux for faux
Absolutely.
faux.
Yeah.
So that yeah, faux for faux
Gotcha.
foreheads. But
Great insight, man. So
yeah,
I've
yeah.
listened to a little bit of this album. It comes out the 25th, correct?
The 25th, yep,
Where can
November
they find
25th.
that album?
Man, Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm gonna say Bandcamp again, just because I'm trying to funnel people to Bandcamp. Like, don't get me wrong, streaming is easy and convenient for the
Hmm.
consumer. But if you really are a fan of the artist and really want to support the artist, go to their Bandcamp and put some money directly in their pockets. Streaming doesn't pay us shit, but just for your like convenience, if you're just driving around, it's gonna be on all streaming
Hmm.
sites, Apple Music,
But no,
Spotify, Tidal.
go back to Bandcamp a little bit because I've been seeing a wave of more and more people dropping their albums and projects there.
Yeah,
Is it because it is more artist friendly or
yeah, yeah. It's like I think it's more for independent artists. Like,
Hmm.
if you're like a mainstream artist or whatever, like, yeah, go crazy, like run up the streams, you're gonna do
Yeah.
whatever. But for like the independent artists, yeah, it's just more artist friendly. It puts it directly in your pocket, and it makes it so that we can literally see who is supporting us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has a
Yeah.
direct line between the consumer and between the artist. Like,
So
everybody
you know
who's
who's fucking with you when you drop something
exactly,
else. You could be like, "Hey,
hey, I
that's a
got
nice
something, like,
sample."
I've done that before. Like, just like give people kind of like incentives, or just
Mm,
like reach out to them, be like, hey, bro, like, here's a t-shirt. Thank you for buying the album. Here's
yeah.
this. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it makes it's a more intimate relationship between the artist and the consumer.
Hmm.
Whereas if you just running on my streams, like, yeah, I appreciate you, but I'm just gonna be able to see the number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
it's
still
not,
got
it's
point zero
different.
three cents. But thank you
Right,
for
yeah,
listening. More
literally.
importantly, you
Right,
know.
thank you. Like, if you're I'll say this, if you're gonna run it up on streaming, tell everybody. Like, tell
Hmm.
your friends, post it on social media, like, this is what I'm listening to on Apple Music, on Spotify.
Yeah.
Cause that's cool, because that word of mouth is also fire. And that'll once again, that brings that like intimacy level, because that's like the coolest thing you can do as an artist, like for artists, is tell your peoples about them.
Hmm.
That's what I personally feel.
Well, and then I was kind of interested, like Spotify, like are those numbers real? Because like I was looking up, like somebody like Taylor Swift, right? Just a high
Yeah.
end. I looked
Hmm.
up based on what her streams are just on Spotify, and they
Hmm.
would have paid her $460 million. Most people don't
I
even
mean,
pay for Spotify. How do they fuck do they make money? You know what I mean? Like the advertisements. You think they're making that much money off advertisements and shit?
but they're making so much money off of everybody else. So, like, they can pay out the Taylor Swifts and the
I
Drakes
get it.
and
I get
the
it.
higher end artists, because they're shafting the fuck out of everybody else. You
But
know what I'm
how so?
saying? Like,
Because they don't charge you to upload your music. They don't charge you anything. That's what
not
I'm saying. I'm
directly,
trying to
but
figure out
you
how
can.
they make the majority of their money. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's like
it has to be
advertisement,
advertisement.
distribution. Um, there are a lot of people who like have Spotify accounts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, there's a good amount of people
I
I
can't
feel like
figure out how
that.
to do my art,
Yeah,
my
that have
Spotify
that
artistry.
premium. I don't do that, but I have Apple Music. But my
Yeah.
girls got Spotify and shit
Yeah.
like that. Because,
Yeah.
they're the music nerds who want to keep their shit.
I
But
got you. I got you. So, all right,
Spotify is the
back to
devil to
Faux
me.
Wings. That's coming out on the 25th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So far, my favorite track is Grown Man, Old Man.
Hell
Did I
yeah.
say that
I
right?
love
Or is
that.
it Old Man, Grown Man?
Yeah. Grown
Grown
man,
Man,
old
Old
man.
Man. I loved that
Yeah.
track.
Thank
And
you.
I can relate to it. You know, like I have never met my biological father. Or, like, I had a stepfather, and he stepped out of our lives
Mhm.
eventually.
Mhm.
And you got to be that man. By the way,
Yeah.
you and your inner circle are hilarious because I listened to that song and then immediately I saw a post. It's like I'm mad at you guys that have a dad, and then they were like somebody else said they
Yeah.
were like, and you had two.
Right, yeah, yeah. Fuck, absolutely. Like, that's what me and Swooty get, because he got a dad and a grandma. Like, I never got a granny's
Yeah,
love.
fuck that love,
Like,
motherfucker.
all all
Like,
of my grandmas died before I was born, so this nigga be tweeting about his grandma, be talking about his granny, and like, I take it as like a
yeah,
personal diss. It's
yeah,
like, bro, like, you trying to flex on me? Like,
yeah,
you can't even let me borrow your granny type,
yeah,
and this nigga got his dad. Like,
yeah.
yeah, bro, he be
That's
trying
like
to
me
be
with
trying to
people
flex
with
on
nice hair and beautiful wigs. I'm mad at them.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
I'm
Yeah,
mad at
nah,
that.
fact. I feel it. That's how I feel
Yeah.
about tall people.
I
Like,
don't
bro, like,
stop frolicking. The hair's blowing too much through your wind, man. You know what I'm
type shit.
saying? Nah.
Type
So
shit.
we got that. This was produced by Devin Burgess, correct?
Yes, all of it, all of it.
All of it. So did he come up with the instrumentals as well? Or are those Devin beats or?
Yeah, yep. Those are all of his beats. He engineered the whole project, mixed and
Yeah.
mastered
Shout
it.
out to him.
So
Shout out
yeah,
also condolences to Devin.
yes,
For his
yes, for
loss in
sure,
that
man,
tour.
for
That
sure.
sucks. But he's got people like you, and that
Mhm.
really strong community.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So shout out to him. But he's a genius. So let me ask you, like, do you? I know he sends out beat packs all the time. He also has been working with you a long time, so he kind of has an idea
Right.
of what you like. So when you go into
Mhm.
an album where you're creating, you're like, hey, this is the vibe. Do you just go through beats, or do you have him sometimes cook up from scratch and you do that together? Uh, I'm interested about learning about that process, by the way. But I
Yeah.
want to hear your process.
So our process with this, I don't think there was a. I'm trying to think if there was a single joint that was cooked up on spot. It was really like put half of it was him just setting the pack, and half of it was me pulling up and him playing beats.
Okay.
Like
So
we would just
you would
do.
already have something like kind of written or in your mind.
Nah,
So
it
you
was
cooked
really
most of
just
this is
like
off. Okay.
yeah, yeah. It was like I didn't come in with anything prepared. Like it literally first started off with like a beat pack in
Mhm.
2019. Like it was literally a beat pack in 2019
So
that
you're telling me
had
this album is 6 years in the making?
this song is 6 years. It's 6 years in
Jesus,
the
I've heard
making.
three twice the last week. What, six?
Yeah,
Oh
six.
wow.
We almost dropped it like 3 times. Like there were multiple
I am
times where I
so
was like,
glad he resigned from Never Gonna Drop Records.
man, freak. I thought this was gonna be on it. I thought that this album was gonna be on Never Gonna Drop Records a couple
Mhm.
times. I'm like, bro, we're never gonna put this motherfucker out. Cause like it was a couple times where I was like, okay, like, yeah, like nah, it's complete. This is it. And he
Mhm.
was just like, nah, it's not ready yet. Nah, it's not ready yet. And
Did you?
and honestly, I'm happy he did it.
Well, I mean, that's his job. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And obviously, when he felt it was ready, he let you know because it's coming out. You know
Right,
what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. Yup.
But
Yup. And it was
he's
like
wonderful to have in that pocket. So, what is going to be the lead single?
so the lead single, it's really Wings and Rings, which I dropped that I dropped that last week. So
Okay, so
that
that's
would
the lead
consider that the
single.
lead single, but I
Wings and
didn't
Rings.
really want to even do a lead single
Hmm.
just because I feel like this project in itself it's a full body of work, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And there's like a cohesive message in it that
Hmm.
like I feel like just throwing out a lead single might water it a little bit. So that's why I just dropped it like 2 weeks before. I didn't haven't had a video or anything like that. It's just
Are you
more
going to do
so
some
like
visuals?
yeah, 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 for sure. I'm gonna do. I really want to do a visual for every song because every
Well, and that's
song
kind
kind
of
of
what I was
has
getting at too. Because if it's one cohesive narrative, and
right.
you're going to tell a continuous story, because that's I feel like that's an
Mhm.
opportunity. You could do one, but they
Yeah,
kind of all tie together. And if
yeah,
anybody can do
absolutely.
that, I could see you doing it. You would do it.
Absolutely. And obviously that's the plan. That's something that I wanted to do for a couple projects that I've
Mhm.
had. But I think with this one and kind of like my resources of what I have now is something that like me and my cameraman, like we've already like talked out
Mhm.
and I've explained to him kind of the background of the project, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
kind of what the overall message is, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That I think it's probably gonna be one of those things where like I'll say probably like 40 to 55% of people will be able to understand on the first two listens, but it's
Mhm.
gotta be like you gotta be listening. If you're just hearing it, you're just like, man, these motherfucking songs is riding, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I kind of do that on purpose where I don't wanna be too, you know what I'm saying, too preachy, too on the nose to where like you're not actually enjoying the music. Like enjoy the music
Mhm.
and if you peep it, you peep it. But
I
if you
got you.
don't,
It's
it's just like
and I get
it's
what
just
you're
good
saying. I
music.
don't mean to be so literal, but like I was hosting I hosted an event down here in Florida on the November 1st, and it was a
Mm,
fashion show, like high end cars, and we had some like decent artists, but then we had this one artist, and I not that I have anything against this, but
mm,
he was a Christian rapper, which
mm,
fine.
mm.
If you're dope, you're dope.
Right.
The setting was a little weird for it. And then he
For the
also
fashion
did
show.
a 2 minute prayer. Like 2 minutes is a long time, bro.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Like,
2 minutes. That's
you
a
know what I
long
mean?
time
I
on
feel like if you're
stage.
gonna do that, DMX did that at the middle or end of his show.
Right.
So you got to give
And
us some.
that's DMX. He already
Yeah, that's
had them.
DMX.
Yeah,
And then and
he
I
had to have them
feel
all in the palm of his hands before he
yeah,
went to the
and I
prayer.
feel
Like
weird saying that. Like, man, that prayer was too long. And Jesus is like, this is why we don't know you about you yet. And I was like,
right
you,
type
but you kind of
shit.
got your read room. So I get that preachy. Like, so like. Do you? I think you're good at, and you know, a lot of people you're around, but you specifically, you're good at getting a message through. I guess. I mean, Kendrick does the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you make songs with deep messages if you pay attention, but you can also move and groove too. You know what I
Right. Yeah.
mean?
Exactly.
Uh, so tell me about some of this. Like, what inspired this album? What is the message that JB's trying to get out with this?
Mm.
With this being your third full length album, or
Um. Now this is my
like a feature album?
fifth. I want to say. Let me see. You got Yellow Brick Road, Funk Forever, Nostalgia Supreme, Bounce Down.
I'm behind. So this is
Yeah,
the
some
third.
of those
Well, I
my
jumped on the journey.
right, right. But some of distro kid don't got some of those. Like Funk Forever isn't on streaming
Okay,
because I had it on TuneCore before and I haven't re-uploaded it. So
I get so
but it'd be my fifth full length.
fifth full length.
Um
My
yeah,
bad.
so fifth full length project, and pretty much the album is about what are you willing to address and accept and kind of push through for the sake of your mental and spiritual freedom. You feel me? And that's a lot of words. It's heavy shit. You feel me? But like
Hmm.
that's like that if I was just to put it in a sentence, that's what it's about. And the kind of the background of it is there's a teaching in Sikhism, which is a Indian religion, and it's called the Five Thieves. And if you peep on the intro, I go,
Hmm.
four wings, five things, all these vices, expensive prices, you might
Yeah.
never get free. Like, so the five thieves, these are the things that pretty much every person kind of deals with, but if you let them take control of you, it robs you of your enlightenment, or I would consider to be your spiritual freedom.
Hmm.
And those are anger, greed, lust, attachment, and pride. So those are all things that everybody deals with.
Yeah.
But if it's not something that you have under control or are actively trying to curb, it'll derail you from, what I'm saying, from everything that you got going in your life or where you want to go to be your better self or to be your higher self. So that's what Four Wings is about. And if you just listening to like the first kind of half of the project, it's just like, oh, these songs are just dope.
They are
But
dope.
each one of
They
those
are dope.
songs, they represent, those things, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like fucking popping bands, that's pride, that's
Hmm.
pride and that's greed. Smoke something, that's greed, and that's just like an overall vice, you know what I'm saying? And that was personally like I made that song when I was smoking hella fucking weed.
Hmm.
Like I was just smoking hella. And it became a vice for me, and so I don't do it no more,
You
you
don't
know what I'm
smoke no more?
saying? And nah, I don't smoke no more. I smoked for 14 years and I don't smoke weed no more.
Yeah. Do you drink
I
either?
Yeah, I drink like a motherfucker. Nah, not like a motherfucker, but
Yeah, but I
I
get
do
it.
drink.
Nah, for sure.
I get this. I have like a beer a week. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't drink hella, but
A
I
beer a
like
week.
drinking.
That sounds
Yeah.
that sounds made up, sir.
Yeah. Nah, that on
Let me talk
Sunday
about
I
all
get a
this
little
self
soft boy.
improvement and one
Right.
one Mick Ultra. So you drink water.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Drink
so
water. Gotta
so
stay
let me ask this.
hydrated.
Let's have a fun question. The album is called Faux Wings, right?
Yeah.
Four Wings. If you could describe any, if let's make a food analogy,
Mm.
if what sauce, what wing
Mm.
sauce would best describe this album? Can you do that?
Oh. Oh, I gotta think, cause I love wings.
Yeah.
That's just this is I would describe this out. I say it is honestly, it's like I say it's like a hot honey barbecue. Like
Honey
it would be
barbecue.
like a honey habanero barbecue. You
Yeah.
dig what I'm saying? Because it's like that habanero can kind of have like a bitter taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of have
Mm-hmm.
like that spicy, bitter undertone.
Mm-hmm.
Gets real guttural. You feel me? Feel
Mm-hmm.
that bitch in the back of your neck. You feel me?
Yeah.
But then like, and that's kind of that's when that mirror starts getting held up in the middle of the
Mm-hmm.
album. You know what I'm saying? And but like the honey part is kind of the beginning. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Where it's sweet. When you first bite into the wings, you feel that the
Mm-hmm.
sweetness of like the sonic sound of wings and rings,
Mm-hmm.
how smoke something sounds, and it's all kind of light and delicious and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you have too much honey, your stomach gonna hurt. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can have some, you know what I'm saying? And then yeah, the barbecue. I love barbecue. So
And there's
that's
familiarity in barbecue. You know what I mean?
you're right. Yeah,
It's kind
exactly. You
of
feel me? And that's kind of like the end of the album, like where it's coming home.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? From out of the, we had all the sweet shit. We had the turmoil of the spicy,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then we're just like we're bringing it more homey. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, are you doing an album release for it or anything like that,
So
or at least an
I was
album
thinking
listening
about it.
party?
I really wanted to do one, like a big one, but the schedules didn't really work with the venue I wanted to do it at, and
hmm
I don't have a good enough substitute. So I'm actually having a in person um, more like intimate listening session for the
Yeah.
people that bought Free World off of Bandcamp,
Okay.
and I'm making them wings, so I'm gonna be like making wings and
Oh,
cooking
okay,
food for everybody.
okay. Is
So that's one of those things with Bandcamp, like where it's like you, if you spend some cheese with me, like you'll
yeah.
get like this kind of exclusive
You get a
thing.
little
So we're
treat. It's
gonna,
like a reward.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you definitely getting money. Like I'm about to feed you, and we're gonna
Yeah.
listen to the album. We're
Yeah.
gonna be able
It
to just
worked for
like,
Max and Don, bro. When he did
right,
his.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With his wings, man. You know,
right, right.
I think like a funny thing where you're like, well, for this, I'm just gonna fuck with people that bought my album and be more intimate. You should do one where
Yeah,
you just literally pull up on them and they sit in the
yeah.
car and you press play and just stare at them.
It's like, do you like it?
Is it
Do you
good?
like? Don't,
Make an
don't be
assessment.
intimidated. Just like sit right there and just stare at them.
Dude,
Be
that'd be
like,
funny as fuck. That'd be funny as fuck. So, what
uh,
else? What's the rest of this year look like? What are your plans for 2026?
man, shoot. So I mean, rest of the year, it's just gonna be pushing this album. Like I really I wanna give this some life. So, I'm gonna just be pushing out some content for it. Like I said, I want to do those videos that kind of tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be trying to reach out to different publications, bloggers, reviewers. Like I feel like I've let music die too early. So with this one, I don't want to let it die too early and just get too focused on the next thing.
Yeah.
I've been fighting myself for the last couple weeks on not making new music because I will shift my whole shit to that. So, yeah, I'm gonna
You
just
do gotta
focus on
focus
this.
on it, man, and that's what I try. I try and tell people that too. Like, the blueprints are out there, especially for like social media. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're gonna have to make 50 reels of you doing the same song over and over and over and over and over and over
Right.
again. That's just
Hmm.
what it takes, and you're gonna have to do that for a
Yeah.
month for one song.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And you're gonna annoy
It's
people, and
absolutely terrible. I hate it.
yeah,
I hate
it is. But that's the work.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
work.
That's the work now. Yeah, 2025. You're gonna be an independent artist. Like you gonna have to be your content
Stay in a
creator.
phase, and I keep saying even
Right.
more,
Yeah.
one upping that. Let's leave the sex work part out of it, but the OnlyFans girls gave the blueprint, dude. And
Oh yeah.
they're like, look, we open 50 TikTok accounts, 50 Instagram accounts, 50 Facebook, as
Mhm.
much as they can let me, and we post to them 2 to 3 times a day on every account. We funnel traffic to one spot. And
Right. Yeah.
it just works and works and works.
Right.
But it is a lot
Hmm.
of work. It is a lot
Yeah.
of work.
Yeah.
But do you want to be
Yeah. Facts.
successful?
Facts.
Because I don't want to punch a clock, but I got to get better at it too. Now, speaking of this, before we
Hmm.
go, we'll go on this. So, and again, we'll bring up Devin Burgess, and it is so recently in the last couple weeks, for the first time, I think, and it was like 35 years, there was not a
Hmm.
hip hop song charted in the top 40 of the Billboard.
Right.
Then a week later, Devin, the marketing genius he is, but also I do think to a point, Cincinnati hip hop is dead, is what he said. Do you think he
Hmm.
was being metaphorical, or do you think that the scene has died down a little bit? Do you think, especially after you watch Kendrick and Drake dominate last year and the early
Hmm.
part of this year, the pinnacle, the Super Bowl? Do you think there's just a little hip hop fatigue for people's ears?
I think personally, I think that like overall, especially like in the mainstream, like yes, it's died, but good.
It needs a
It
break.
needed a
It takes
it
a
needed a
breath.
hard reset because we just let a lot of bullshit pop off for the sake of popularity and for the sake of the sound. And I think that the Kendrick and Drake beef did something in the hip hop community that kind of makes the shit that we've been just entertaining and just letting
Yeah.
fly as what's dope. It
Mm.
makes it sound like it's like
And they ain't
this is
even
kind of weak.
trying.
Yeah, this shit, I was like, oh, is it hitting? And a lot of people, as myself, like have felt like that for a long fucking time. So when
Mm.
we come to the beef and people are like, getting into lyric
Mm.
breakdowns and metaphors and people who haven't cared about that shit. Like I know somebody who like made music like Travis Scott who literally told me like the beef made him like wanna like get back on his like lyrical shit and
Yeah.
like because it became popular to
Mm.
care about what people were saying and how they said it. Now it was in the realm of a beef, which it can't always be in,
Mm.
but I think that people are ready to hear something that means something again.
Mm.
And so that's why it wasn't no because nobody has put out shit that's really great like that. Like
Mm.
outside of like the Clips album was fucking crazy.
It was great.
I love the Clips album. I love the Chance the Rapper album. I
Mm.
feel like if you listen to that, and I get it, the last one, the Big Day album was ass, and it became like kind of like Chance the Rapper kind of got
Well, and
memed.
I think they kind of also sometimes like Kanye's my artistic guy. I get it, but like
Right,
sometimes Chance just needs to be Chance. He kept it simple. He did these things, and that's what we loved about Chance. And he had these mags. Then he had big
exactly.
moments.
Right,
At
yeah,
this stage in Kanye's career with his everything's a big moment. Everything's got to be
right,
huge. You got to do
right,
everything, all the most, and all the things, all in this little. And it's like
right.
that.
We don't need
I'm
that from you, dog.
overstimulated, bro.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. No, I definitely. I
you know what
love
I
that.
mean?
That's true. That's true. And I feel like that's the Chance album was like that. Like it felt like acid rap Chance. Like he was. I think that was the best he's rapped ever. I think he was
Mm-hmm.
rapping amazing. The songs were simple, but they were concise. They had a message and it was smooth. But like that's the only thing in the mainstream that's really moved me. And maybe I'm not the best like thinking that because I've been in a creative space, and when I'm in a
Mm-hmm.
creative space, I don't listen to music a lot. So
I
there's a
get
lot of music, there's a lot of albums that I've missed out on. Like I didn't listen to Jid's album. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't heard Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist album. I know about them because I'm in the realm of the art, but like I don't overly listen to a lot of shit when I'm creating because I don't want it to bleed into what I'm creating. And I'm susceptible to that shit. So like
right.
I just think that like yeah, I feel like from the grand scheme of things, the mainstream play like yeah, like this shit died, but it needed to. Like it needs a
Mm-hmm.
reset. Like hip hop will never die. But
No.
like mainstream rap is like, yeah, this shit kind of funky right now. We need to figure out what works. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
what works again. Niggas gotta rap. Niggas just gotta rap. Like
Yeah.
make some smooth shit, make some cool shit, but like also like say something because that brain dead shit, like nigga. Ain't nobody trying to party right now, bro. This world is
No.
fucked up.
This world's fucked up.
like,
And this is
like,
where I think, and that is the power of music. There's a lot going on right now. Like, you never
hmm
know what day is going to pop out. Is it going to be Atlas 31 dropping some aliens off?
right, yeah,
Is
man.
Trump
Who
going to
knows?
shoot somebody on the White House lawn? You know what
Type
I'm
shit.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's wild. Like, in Cincinnati, Cincinnati's wilding right now, bruh.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what the
yeah.
is going on?
I was telling somebody that they just moved down here. I was just like, yeah, but just be careful because every time I get on Facebook, I'm seeing something
Downtown
every
is not
day.
safe right now.
Every day, yeah, it's on fire. Like, and I just think it's just the tell of the times. Like, people are struggling. And that's what
Yeah.
happens when people are struggling.
But honestly,
People are
now moving
struggling.
down to Tampa, I was like, man, maybe I, got moved away from Cincinnati for a little while. Shit, maybe they'll get
Boy, you
back.
moved to Florida.
But yeah, and then I realized where the fuck I moved, dude. And like, we went to this place called Ybor City, and I was there one night, and it's very segregated. It kind of reminds me of I want to say this correct way without offending anybody, but like Atlanta, it's very aggressive, zesty on
hmm
one side of the street, and then
Yeah,
on the other
yeah.
side of the street, it's like, don't take our guns, and they stole our jobs. We didn't
Oh
want
shit.
on the opposite
Right.
sides of the street. And I'm like, so I was there the next night, and then I read the. I was about to say read the paper, like I've done that in the last 10 years. I was scrolling on my
Lady
phone,
Piper. Yeah.
um, and then they like there was a crowd of people, and they just like car ran into 12 people, like just was like, yeah,
Like,
stop being gay, and I was like, yeah, like that's what
Jesus.
it was over, like,
Right.
um, but
Yeah,
like the
bro.
world
It's
is
great.
it's just crazy out here, like
Mhm.
and I think music has a chance to sometimes help with the narrative, help with the healing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. I mean, that tells the time of like any time where, I mean, honestly, any time in the world, like the
mhm,
music will be, or just art as a whole, whether it be
mhm,
music, movies, physical art, like they always tell the story of that time. You
mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like art is one of the purest forms of resistance. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's like, yeah, like talk about this shit that's going on here. Don't just like numb your brain because you don't want to deal with it. That's escapism. That's not gonna help us heal, and that's not gonna help the
Mhm.
next generation know what was going on and how to prevent it from happening again. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
Mhm.
History is always doomed to repeat itself, especially if you forget it.
Boy,
And we're kind of seeing those things. I mean, and if you really want to get like deeper, I mean, empires or
mhm.
large country conglomerates, they usually have about a 2 to 300 year lifespan. America's about
Yep.
at that they'll be in charge, and then there will be a drastic change in our way of life. Not saying that like we'll be begging in the street, but we're not far from it. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, I will say America though, if like government went out, they would always have your tyrants and stuff, but we do have enough diverse biodiversity in this country that we could survive if we just went back to farming and stuff like that. But
Yeah, yeah. It's a survivable land for real. But
yeah,
it's also who the fuck is gonna be ready to do that? Because I feel like
yeah,
we're gonna lose some people who
yeah,
aren't ready to do that. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
Like
for
it's
sure. Yeah,
it's
because
kind
there's
of
going to be some time where peace and prosperity and compromise isn't going to be what's going on. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Shit.
you know, awesome. Well, I do have. I know you don't want to make new music soon, but when you're
Mhm.
ready, I have this track with an open burst. I would love for you to at least listen to.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Maybe
for
we
sure.
can
Yeah, certainly.
work it. It's actually, and this is actually something I'm trying to do, and maybe you would be interested in helping me with this because you have there and you have real artists. Part of my
Mhm.
goal, why I came back down here, because I lived in Florida last
Mhm.
year. The hurricanes brought me
Mhm.
back. I'm glad because I strengthened my foundation. I learned a lot.
Mhm.
But as far as music production, I really want to build this bridge between Cincinnati, where I'm from, and where I
Mhm.
live now, because
Mhm.
the artists are dope. They're
Right.
eager. But to do these collabs, like I got, are you familiar with John Carlos? Have you heard that name?
John Carlos. I think I've seen that name.
He's
It
featured
sounds
for
right.
Siri recently. He's with
Okay.
GVO, like Courage in them a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Very dope. But anyway, like he came to one of my open mics, and I was like, I heard him, and I was like, man, we should sample Anthony Hamilton for you. I was like, I feel
Oh
like you
man.
feel perfect, and it took me like four
Right.
months to get him to do that. So we did it. He laid his
Right.
verse. And then I came down here and I was like, okay, well, there's a lot of left on this song. So I had
Mm.
an artist down here named Christopher Cash. I was like, I feel like you would
Okay.
complement this very well. So I had them get on
Mm.
the track. They've never met or spoke to each other,
Oh wow.
but we
Yeah.
were able to
There's a
create
bridging
art.
like
And they're
that.
like, they understood the assignment.
Mm.
So I would love like if you ever got some stuff with open verses,
Mm.
send it down here. If I could get some artists on it, it doesn't mean you have to use it, and vice
Right.
versa. If I
Yeah.
could send some to you and that superhuman team of artists that you have around you. Uh,
Yeah.
that's how we build that national audience. Because now we got Cincinnati
Right.
watching. Now we got Florida watching.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if it's just
That's what
simple
I'm
as
with that.
collaborative tags, like that's how we're going to build that. And if I can help facilitate that,
Yeah.
let's.
I mean that'd be awesome. I think that's been the key for Cincinnati for a long time. It's just like we need to bridge out to other cities and connect
Mm-hmm,
because we have a crazy amount of talent
mm-hmm,
and everybody wants to do something, but it's
mm-hmm.
just like nobody's coming to Cincinnati to find it. So it's
Correct.
like we got to
So like if I
build
can,
those relationships.
yeah,
Like
if I
yeah,
can, and if
I
I
would
can
I'd
help
be
y'all
down
do
for that.
that, you hop on it. Now I'm at the club and they know this guy They're gonna play it. They be like, hold on, who's this that got this on there?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you see how my
I'm
mind's
with
working.
that.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
with that,
when
bro.
I
Yeah,
get
build a
off
bridge,
here,
bro.
when I get
Yeah,
off here, I'm gonna
send
send it
that,
to
send
you.
that. I'm trying to give myself like a couple more weeks, but I can feel myself itching.
You
I'm
can sit
probably
on
gonna
it, man,
start.
because like
I'm gonna
that's
start rapping for a little bit.
yeah, and I think you would go crazy on that. Especially, I would also just like your opinion. I'll send you a few things, but
And
tell us where they can find you one more time, where they can find the album. Your next. I don't know if you have any live performances lined up. You should. You got an album coming out. But let's tell them all that fun part, man.
Right. So yeah, man, my name is JB Lamage. Y'all can get me on Instagram at JB Lamage, Facebook JB Lamage YNO, Twitter at JB YNO. You can find me on any streaming platform. That's JB Lamage, JaybeeLamahJ. So, yep, that's where you can find me. Tap in. Wings is coming out November 25th. Yeah, just lock in, dog. Lock in.
Yeah, better than lemon pepper. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you did what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Well,
That
JB.
hot honey habanero.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Man, I love talking
Yes,
to
sir.
you. That was a quick 40 minutes, and I feel like we could talk more. But let's do a
Mhm.
follow up. Like I said, just aside from music, continuing
Mm.
these conversations.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Let's do it,
And
man.
it don't even gotta be on camera. Like you can
Yeah,
just chop
for
it up.
sure.
I like
I
talking to
appreciate
you,
that.
dog.
There's that little brother energy, man. I dig it, man. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you. And we'll talk soon, man. Leave
Yeah.
the people with a message real quick. Look at the camera. Tell them.
Man,
Leave an emphatic statement.
man, you dig, man. Believe in yourself, love your people, fix yourself, and you can fix the world. You dig. Don't you
You
stop.
did. You did. All right, man. This is
All
Diggity
right,
Dean
right now,
Dane
man.
Sampson. This is the interview podcast, and that's a wrap.
You dig.
Okay, phone popping 4 wings, jumping back, ducking Jolene's. Confidence provider, what you hear if you don't know me. Masking insecurities, impurities will make the soul scream, that's law. Cut these locks, cause mentally was locked up by flaws. Claim these wings, cause if it's free, I pray that it ain't fall. She rescued me, I can't believe I paid her back with loss. Remember me when at the peak and not so much to fall. To rise again, the life within you gotta pay that cost. The comfort gone 100 rounds, the come alongs go fast. No man, just tired, I done took the ass to